If you're getting spam and bot submissions in your HubSpot form, this form validation tool will stop it all. Think about it. Every fake email, random name, or bot submission that gets through your form ends up appearing as a real lead in HubSpot. Your sales team starts following up, your CRM gets messy, and only later do you realize it was never a genuine lead in the first place. So in this video, I'll show you how to set up Clearout Form Guard in about 5 minutes. Then we'll test it live, and finally, I'll walk you through the analytics dashboard so you can see exactly what got blocked, why it was blocked, and even recover genuine leads you almost lost. The best part? Form Guard isn't limited to HubSpot. It works with almost any form builder, including WordPress, Zoho Forms, Unbounce, Lead Pages, and many others. So once you know how it works, you can use the same setup across all your lead capture forms. All right, let's jump in. Inside your Clearout account, click Form Guard from the top menu. This is where you'll manage all your guards. Click Create Guard. Give it a name like HubSpot Form. It helps you identify the form you're protecting. And also don't forget to add a description if you have multiple forms. Then click Continue. Now you're ready to decide what Form Guard should validate. Email validation is already turned on by default. Here you can choose which email types you want to allow. Customize the message visitors, see if something isn't valid. Configure your validation hooks. Let Form Guard find the email field automatically or map it yourself and decide whether the field is required. If you're using a standard HubSpot form, just leave email field selection on automatic. Next, switch over to the Phone tab. Here you choose option about what kind of phone numbers your form should allow. And there are other settings as well, too, like countries, hooks, field selection, etc. Next comes the Name tab. The setup is very similar, but there's one extra setting that's really useful. Gibberish threshold. Set it to medium or high, and Form Guard will catch random characters, keyboard mashing, and fake names before they ever make it into HubSpot. Once you're happy with the settings, click Continue. Here comes the advanced settings. This is where you can fine-tune how Form Guard behaves. You can set a validation timeout, choose whether validation happens instantly with AJAX or on form submission, and configure how Form Guard detects your form and submit button. Unless you have a very specific use case, I'd recommend leaving these on the default settings. Your guard is now ready. Copy the JavaScript snippet, open your HubSpot page editor, go to Settings, then Advanced, and paste the snippet into the footer HTML section. Save, publish, clear your cache, and that's it. Your form is now protected. Before we test it, here's how the form looks without Form Guard. It's just a normal HubSpot form with name, email, and phone fields. Now, let's try a genuine submission. Elon Musk with a valid email ID and phone number. Now, let's try gibberish in the first name, random characters in the last name, an invalid email address. Form Guard catches all of them instantly before the form can even be submitted. Notice the phone number still passes because it's valid. That's what I like here. Form Guard only blocks the fields that are actually wrong. Now that we've seen the validation working, let's look at the analytics. Back inside Clearout, click View Analytics. This is where you can see everything happening across all your Form Guards in one place. Right at the top, the overview gives you 5 key numbers: total submissions, total validations, blocked submissions, allowed submissions, and the average time people take to fill out your forms. As you scroll down, you'll see lead quality, which breaks down blocked and allowed validations for email, phone, and name. Right next to that is top reasons, showing exactly why submissions were accepted or blocked. Then you have visitor and traffic insights, where you can compare genuine traffic with blocked traffic by country. Now let's open Form Forensics. This is probably the first place your sales team will check if they ever ask, what happened to this lead? Search for an email, phone number, or name, and you'll see the complete history. Whether it was allowed or blocked, but the reason? The page it came from, the country, and the timestamp. Every submission is logged, searchable, and easy to review. Finally, there's a feature many teams don't even know exists: lost leads. These are real visitors who entered a valid email or phone number, but never completed the form. Maybe they left halfway through, or maybe another field stopped the submission. Without Form Guard, you'd never know these people existed. Since their contact details are already verified, they are still valuable leads you can follow up with. And that's exactly what you want at the end of the day. Genuine leads make it into HubSpot. Spam stays out, and your CRM stays clean from the very beginning. This is the Forensics tab with all submissions logged in one place. Every entry your form received today is here. Invalid email are blocked. Gibberish names are also blocked. Valid phone, valid email, and valid names are all allowed. You can filter by verdict, type, reason, country, or page, URL. So if you want to see only what was blocked today from a specific page, 2 clicks, and it is filtered down instantly. Back on the Overview tab, you can see allowed and blocked data. You can see whether it was an invalid name or an invalid email. Scroll down, and the country breakdown confirms all 3 blocked submissions came from India in this test window. If one country is consistently generating most of your blocked submissions, that is actionable intelligence for your paid media team. You can tighten geo-targeting on your ads and immediately reduce the volume of junk hitting your forms at the source. Let me show you one more useful filter. Select invalid email. And now you're only looking at submissions that failed because of an invalid email address. You can see exactly who was blocked, why they were blocked, which page they came from, the country, and when it happened. It makes reviewing and troubleshooting really simple. And that's pretty much everything about Clearout Form Guard integration with HubSpot. You can see exactly what was blocked, why it was blocked, which countries the traffic is coming from, and even search through every submission with detailed filters. And the Form Guard setup takes only 5 minutes. You can try it for free. The link is in the description. And if you found this helpful, subscribe to the Clearout channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.